Well, I'm here with Jason Kahn, who loves doing his hair like that. He's great. He's done that especially for the cameras, and Frank Warwick. What are your thoughts on this particular venue?
Well, it's fabulous, isn't it? It's, this was the one I look forward to more than any. Apart from the first one, it was the first one and this one. The first on Orin maybe.
Right.
That was a bit spicy, you know. But this one was the one that I couldn't stop thinking about most. So when you get here, you can see just why. You know, it's incredible. When we're driving from the airport, we hired a car and we're coming around all the hairpins.
Yeah.
The first view of it is just incredible, you know. And I thought, wow. And with it being an extinct volcano as well, the caldera one, it's even more interesting.
Sure.
You know, something to geology.
Yeah.
You know, it's great. Beautiful. It's a bit weird fishing on the beach. Oh, behind us with a swimming pool and a bar. So it's got its advantages and disadvantages.
Well, until they asked us to leave, that was.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be fishing and not in the hotel, Jason.
They had the remote, didn't they?
No, they caught me having a little bath in the sink. And the guy came in and he went, "What are you doing in here? Are you a guest?" And I went, "No, I'm fishing." So I said, "Oh, that's okay." So I had to buy a load of drinks.
Well, I think, I mean, looking at the number of fish that have been caught, I mean, initially the fish that have been caught seem to be kind of small fish, but now the actual weights of the fish are going up 15, 16, 17, and there's been a 22 kilo mirror.
It's normally the way that, Ross, on big waters like this, you kind of calling them in.
Sure.
You get the smaller, localised, smaller fish, and it's almost like when you put food out for birds, you get all the main common species first, and then some of the rarer, you know, different species come later. And it's the same with fish. Carp are a bit like that. It's almost like the news travels and then the big old fat pigs come in later, you know? And, not the sprinters, the fatties.
Well, look, Jason, we've got lots of different people from all different countries from all over the world here. What are your thoughts on the international element here?
I think what with, you know, the South Africans, now got obviously Larissa in Team America.
Sure.
It's completely worldwide now. And I remember, because Frank and I, obviously we fished the very first one. That was technically where we actually met our first.
Yeah, it was. That's where we struck up a friendship, really.
You know, and now you look down the years, and it was very English dominated to start with.
Sure.
And over the years, it's migrated to, obviously it was English, a lot of French, then a lot of Dutch, then some Belgians, then the Eastern Europeans, and around sort of like year 6, 7, 8. You know, I think you hit sort of 30 different countries.
It's starting becoming truly international.
And it's now, you know, a proper world classic. You know, it's not just, you know, individual countries
Sure.
against each other. You just don't know who you're going to have next to you.
Well, this fish came whilst I was having a sleep because we were up most of the night playing with rods and fish. The reel was churning, the alarm wasn't going. My fault, the line wasn't on the roller. Stuart heard it, so no problem. And there we have it, 14 1 kilos. That's our, well, that'd have been the 7th fish, and very shortly you're going to see the 8th.
Okay, you've just seen Rob's half of the duet. I was busy standing by with a net on his rod, mine ripped off. Been out for about, I guess, 2-3 hours maybe, and it picked up same combination bait, which was basically absolute plump tipped with a pop-up. And we've got this little beauty, which came in at 18.7, so a nice fish, fantastic colours. I'm really happy with this. It's my first big Bolsena common. I'm sure I'll be back for a lot more after this event. In fact, I might even stay a week. Well, I wish I could.
Last night I went back to headquarters to do an interview with Ross, and I said to him, I don't want to stay long because Richard told me tonight it's going to happen. He said we're going to get 6 fish. I said I don't believe it, but it really happened. We caught 6 fish. The weather was changing, and that he said tomorrow it will be good weather. Tonight it has to be happening.
My experience when it's raining and not wind, really a lot of rain, and near the harbor the water is quiet and no wave. All the carp is coming to feed in a shallow water, 2.5 meters. We have the most of the bite, and we have a double run.
Yeah, double run. We were running like hell.
Really,
boat
really
in, straight way out. Yeah, it's fantastic.
And I hope so. We keep going like this. And
yeah.
but we didn't lost one fish tonight, so it was great because the first night we lost 2 fish and it was shame.
We changed his hooks. I gave him some size bigger hooks.
Yes.
Because in the weeds you really have to pull them out.
Yes, because we fish between the wheat and sometimes we have a run, and when we're going on the fish, you can find maybe 10 kilos of wheat on it. So it's really heavy to pull it, and we need really strong. Using a line that is really elastic, and
it's for tuna fishing.
For tuna fishing, it's 0.70 or 0.80. It's okay.
But there's a lot of stretch in the line.
A lot of stretch, so you can feel it, because sometimes you really need to pull it with your hand because they really deep in the wheat. So you need a really heavy shock leader.
We're very glad. The first time we were in a good spot, and the fish is producing, it's getting in the baited area, so the bait is working, everything is fantastic.
We're now getting into the final stages of this year's World Carp Classic. There's been over 300 fish caught, 300 fantastic carp that have been caught over the last few days. The World Carp Classic record was broken 2.5 days into the competition, but this morning we've been called out on the penultimate morning to actually see what is, I understand, one of the biggest fish that's been caught at the event so far. And in fact, it may be the biggest, but we're going to go and see the weight of it and get it weighed, and then have a look at what will be a stunning carp.
No, it's in the one fisherman life, maybe one time you have these possibilities to get a good spot, to have everything in a good way done. Okay, the baits, the hooks, hooking, everything to working well. Now we are in the spots with a good possibilities, and I hope to get a very good position.
When are you catching them? During the day, at night, in the evening, or in the morning?
It's coming in the morning, 6 o'clock, 2-3 fish. Early afternoon, 2-3 o'clock, again 2-3-4 fish. Before the sun is going down,
right,
we will have another lots of 3-4 fishes. But this night, the last night, it was a very good night, and we caught a lot of fish. Till this night we didn't caught during the night fish.
Right.
It was a very interesting, but I think the wind helped us. It's coming a very few whales.
Strong wind, yeah.
Yes, and take a lot of fish in front of us, and it was a very good night. And also we caught 22.5 kilo.
Wow.
Common. It's a very nice long fish, and we are very happy.
Just look at it, absolutely stunning.
It's a very strong one, very nice common carp. Thank you, Bosena. It's a very nice fishing in Bosena Lake.
So what tactics have you used? Have you found a clear area to fish?
Yes, in the first day we lose almost all the day just to find a good spot, because we have a lot of weeds in the bottom, and it's very important to find a clear spot where you can put your bait.
Right.
And to baiting the fish, because if you put it in the weeds, there's no chance to catch anything.
Yeah. Did this put up a good fight?
Last night was a very big wind in front of us. We just caught a 16.1 kilo and another one of over than 10. And after that we get another running, a very strong running. We just discussed about our indicator. It's maybe coming to out fire, because it's a very strong running of the fish. And I hooked the fish, and my partner and the help of the team is going with the boat inside, and it was 20 minutes of the fighting with the fish.
Fantastic. Well, looking at this fish, this is the first time it's ever been caught.
I think in this kind of lakes like Miracle, Bosena, let me say, you can catch any fish what you're dreaming sometimes, because you didn't know what is in the end of the hook.
Sure, wow, so it really is Lake Bolsena and living the dream.
Yeah.